What is happening, fishers? Dean from Untraceable Fishing here tonight with Don from Bullmore Fishing Tackle, and welcome to
Throwback Thursday.
So tonight, Don, we have one of our neighbours. We're Andrew and I stay, Mark Viljoen. Thanks very much for borrowing us his rod. This is a 60-year-old, was being fished 60 years ago by his old man. It looks like an old Conoflex. Am I right to say that?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the early Conoflexes, to be honest, as well. If you look through the brown varnish, you can see the spiral wrap.
Correct.
Which the Conoflexes were all known for. And there was a certain action that a Conoflex, and that does feel like
it has that action. Correct.
Yeah, it's got that whip. These are one-piece rods, very popular in the 80s.
Yeah.
And the 90s. A lot of us fished them. Again,
cork grips.
Cork grip.
The good old, I think they were like a brass coated
that looks 60 years old. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
something also they were quite famous for is that your winch going green.
Yeah, and you actually ended up carrying a vice grip around you.
100%.
You tighten the nut tight enough.
And when you're playing a fish, you have to keep tightening your winch as you're going the whole time.
Yeah, that happened quite a few times as well. Yeah. Some came out of the double ring, which is a
locking ring.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
But these are an amazing action. Awesome casting rods.
Yeah. Yeah. So I grew up. I've got some hand-me-downs from my grandfather. I had like two. We were talking about the color. It's not really black or chocolate brown. It's somewhere in between.
Like a dark brown black almost.
So I had two of them: a short little stubby one and a little bit of a longer one.
Yeah, I had a 13-foot or a 13-foot-6. I think I got it in like late 80s.
I wasn't blessed with the cork grip. I had this like rope. This rope.
No, minus EVA.
Minus EVA. I had some rope.
And it had like a gold with a little green trim on it.
Okay.
I fished when I was fishing in the army. We had an army fishing club.
Yeah.
Not much fishing happened, but I mean.
No, you see, there we go. You see that's the grip's pretty much mine.
Yeah, down the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I enjoyed that rod.
Yeah.
They're typically like a 2 to 4 ounce. They're a fairly soft rod.
Yeah.
They weren't the kind of thing you could punch out really large baits and that, but easy casting. And I think the guys used to fish with like a Pen 500 Jigmaster or Dower.
Or 501 or something like that on it.
This is P Dower SL days. Yeah. And so just an easy casting, fantastic edible rod. I don't recall catching monsters on mine.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember what happened to the thing.
So mine, I grew up fishing. Well, I grew up fishing the breakable in those days. So that's pretty much where all our fishing was done.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much my breakable rods of choice.
Yeah, and I think the Conoflex was the whippiest of any of the rods we had in South Africa at that stage. So fantastic to see a rod, although it's got some corrosion. That's 60 years old, dude. Imagine what our rod's going to look like in 60 years' time.
Oh, no, I don't think they might have disintegrated.
Possibly, I don't know. Recycled.
Correct.
Something like that. So, shot for this. It's nice to see the heritage of rods.
Yeah.
If you guys have got anything old that's really interesting, I know there's a reel hopefully on the way to us. One guy said he might send.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this whole throwback thing where I'm
really enjoying it, guys.
We look at yesteryear and where we've come from, but also the fact that the stuff was not bad. This was a rod, okay, maybe just fix the winch, but I could still fish with this rod today.
Oh, 100%.
And I can still enjoy using it.
Yeah.
So, testament to 60 years.
You know what? I'd love to know what fish this particular rod's actually caught.
Oh, the stories that the rod could tell us. If it
Listen,
could tell
I've seen some photos in Mark's dad's house of some big cob being caught on the East Coast. I'm talking a big cob caught on the East Coast.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Big boys. I don't know if this was the particular rod used, but you definitely got some good fish back in the heydays.
If this rod could talk, it can probably tell stories better than we can.
Correct.
Yeah.
So beautiful rod, guys. Thanks, Mark, for showing us that rod.
So sadly, Conoflex has disappeared from the game.
Correct.
Idle River rod Conoflex 6'1" was one of my favorite light bass rods of all time. Bought it for like $200 or something like that. But Conoflex was a brand I think sorely missed in the market. I think a UK brand, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was a UK brand.
And we missed them. And it's nice to have diversity, and sadly, one of the ones we don't see anymore locally. But yeah, cool. I enjoyed that. It's a lekker rod.
So anyway, guys, if you got any older fishing tackle, reels, rods, lures, I'd like to see old lure maybe.
Old spoons, isn't it?
Old spoons. So please let us know. Send us a photo. If you are able to get them to us, if you are local, be great.
Perfect,
otherwise, send us a photo, and maybe we can source something similar, or just use your photo.
We'll make a plan.
Yeah, let's have a look at all the old tackle out there. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us this evening for Throwback Thursday.
Cheers.